I'm far off from being a rich man, but these are things that I've did to really triple, quadruple the amount of money I was making. And this is my plan going forward, the things I will do and things I have started doing and the things I'm currently doing to help you do the same. Now learn from me. I'm not saying anything new here. All this information is readily available on YouTube and from books and things like that, but really to save you some time from going through all of them things, to reading books, watching YouTube videos for hours and hours, I'm going to summarize it all in this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'll try to keep it as short as I can, but we're going to talk about building wealth, how to make more money. Now, wealth, I'm not going to teach you how to be a billionaire here, right? Because I'm not qualified to do that, but I can tell you how to get a little bit richer, right? Now, the first thing that you want to do in your business to increase the amount of money that you're making is two things. You want more customers or more clients, more people walking through your doors, right, or signing up to your service or product. And then with that, you want them people to pay more money. You want them paying more. So more people that are paying more. That's it. These are the only two things we're focusing on. We're going to simplify this down as much as we can and really focus on how to get these things right. Now, the way to get customers, we've talked about this before. I've not invented this myself, right? If you've seen my content before, you might have seen a short on it. I don't even have whiteboard pens that work. But to get more customers, let's see what we need to do, right? Now, we can do outreach. Reaching out to people and letting people know you exist. Now, the thing is, if you're not getting as much customers as you'd like, right? Really, what I help people do is get to their first 10K a month. So let's say we're starting here, $10,000 or £10,000, right? If you want to get to your first 10K, these are the first two things you should be doing. Right, well, this is really for anything, right, that we mentioned before. But getting more customers, getting them to pay more. You should spend a lot of your fucking time on outreach, getting people just to be aware that your product and service exists and let them know that you're there. If you're not getting as many customers as you want, the only reason for that is you're not doing enough outreach, you're not doing enough advertising. Simple. That's all we're doing here. We're letting people know that we exist, right? And outreach can be cold or warm. All this means is reaching out to people that you know or reaching out to people you don't know. Let's go about how to do this. Now, what we're focusing on is building a list or building leads, right? Getting more leads, getting more customers, getting more people interested in our things. Now, how can we do that? Start for free. Now, you want to get to this point, but not yet. We're going to start offering our services for free. Why might we do that? Because if you can't sell someone for free, you can't take any money from them, right? Why should you be at a point where you're charging money for things? Unless you're already, established or whatever, right? Why should people trust you? Why should people know that you're good without knowing anything about it? Would you trust someone that's just randomly reached out to you, offering a service? You wouldn't even know if they're legit or not. Now, this is how you let people know you're legit. Give them a free sample, give them something for free. Even if it's not the actual service or if it's a trial, you can offer a trial, you can offer something that's similar, that's on the same lines, right? If you're a fitness coach, if you're a personal trainer, you might offer a free nutrition guide or something like that, or offer a free a diet plan or a gym routine for free, right? It's not exactly what your service is, but it's on the right lines, right? Offer something for free and get as many people to this as possible. So many people to get value from your free service. Now, once they get a bit of value from here, then they might want to pay for it to continue. Right? Can you offer a free session if you're a personal trainer? Can you offer something for free that they can keep coming back to? Now, what we're really going to focus on here is getting more customers, getting them to pay more. And how you might get them to pay more is either to get them to buy more often. So if you're a personal trainer, for example, they come in 2 or 3 times a week, for example, right? Or you're getting them to pay more money. So you're really paying more. Right? Or you can do both. Raise your prices and get them to purchase off you more often, right? Now, let's look over here again, right? Offer it for free to as many people as you can, provide value, then charge for it, right? This is the key, right? Now, what we're going to look at here is getting the many people, and the way we get these many people is through outreach, right? Warm outreach would be reaching out to people that you know, people that your friends, your family, people that you've seen in the past or you went to school or uni with, right? Offer them your service for free, right? Send them a DM, send them an email, drop them a phone call, let them know what you're doing and why you're doing it, and that you're starting for free, right? I'll even drop a sample here, right, that you can use, a sample message that you can send, right? And this will generate leads anyways. And what do you offer? Now, we said we're going to do it for free, but it's not completely for free. What we are going to ask for at the end is a referral. Would they know of anyone that might like the same thing? Do they have any friends, family members that might want to join them? Now, here's the thing that I did quite well to help build my clientele, right? What you might want to do at the start is to ask them, or just to tell them, right, that when they're signing up, one thing that works quite effectively is just to use a questionnaire or a form. Google Forms was what I used, right? And within that questionnaire, one of the questions would ask if, so it would say that this often works better when you do it with other people. Would you be able to drop the contact details of any friends or family that you might know that might be interested in this too? And naturally, they're going to do that anyways. And then you've got 2 more people to outreach. Does that make sense? To reach out to, right? So cold outreach is the people that you don't know. Warm outreach is people that you do know. Ask your friends and then ask for a referral. Now, with cold outreach is people that you don't know. And this is a little bit harder because these people don't know who you are already, right? There's less trust. Here, you've got more trust in people, or people are trusting you, right? Cold outreach, there's a lack of trust. They don't know who you are, you're just a stranger. They want you to go away. Now, how can you find these people, right? Quite tedious, this one, right? It takes a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, you need a lot of discipline to be able to do this, right? But it works. If you're a B2B business owner, cold calling is something I've done in the past. It's long. You need to know how to make a sale. You need to know how to talk to people. You need a script that works, and it's trial and error. You're not going to get every single person to say yes, right? But ring up as many people as you can, as many businesses as you can, right? And offer your services for free. Give them value, charge them if they want to continue with that, right? So cold calling. You could even knock on doors. So knocking on doors, like a door-to-door salesman, right? Have a good script, let them know what you do, let them know that you're starting for free, give them the value, then charge money for them to continue, because you want them to come more often and to pay more, right? But we'll get onto a bit more of that now, right? So cold outreach, warm outreach. I've not spoke about this enough. Cold calling is really, this could be your key to your first 10K in a month. That's it. That's all you got to do, is reach out to as many people as you can. And you should be doing this all day. This should be where most of your time should be allocated if you're not at 10K already. Just reaching out to people, ringing them, letting them know that you exist. This should be all of your time, because all you want is as many customers to come as possible and for them to pay you more. But for them to pay you any money, you need them to know that you're there and be interested in your services. Let them know you exist, give them an offer, right? Now, how else might we do this? Well, one way is to what I'm doing now, right? Is just to make content. Now, content is probably my favorite, right? It's by no means easy, right? But you might want to do it in this order. Now, you can do content, make a lot of content, post 3 times a day on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, as many platforms as possible. You don't want to be absent on any platform where just people don't know that you're there, right? Because there's probably a platform that you don't use at the moment, right? So let's say you're a big Twitter guy and you don't use Facebook at all. You're really restricting yourself from the people that are like that. So if there's a guy that, if you're only posting on Facebook, but there's someone that's your ideal customer that's using Twitter only, you're never going to find that guy, because he's never going to see your thing if you're only posting on Facebook. So making content, making it everywhere, and making it good. Make it watchable. Don't just be putting out garbage, right? So make it good. It has to be good content. And people naturally see a thing. People who naturally want to take up on your free offer, and then they'll naturally want to pay you if it's any good. Now you have to be good. Now when you're crafting your free offer, what you want to do is ask for a referral at the end. So again, a lot of your business will come from referrals. So it's getting as many people to come and asking them all to give you someone else that might be interested, right? This is the key. This is a very important thing that's really overlooked, right? It's more effective than you think, right? Now, asking for a referral and repeating the process. Now, not everyone will know somebody but it's always effective to do, right? So, right, making content, getting people signed up, or just to watch your stuff and be interested in it, right? And the last one is to paid advertising. So, if you're watching a YouTube video and a little ad pops up at the start, or if you're scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or whatever app it is, right, and an advert pops up, that's where you want to be, offering your services. But bear in mind, how many times have you gone through an ad, or just seen an ad and wanted to scroll past or click off it straight away? You're not the ideal customer maybe, right? Or it's just not good enough. The same way we said you want to make your content good, make your adverts good, make them exceptional. Good isn't even the right word to use. You want to make them outstanding. You want to catch that person's attention, give your offer, right? Now, really with your offer, when you are like asking for money now after the free part, right? When you are asking them to pay you their money, you should be offering a refund if it doesn't work out, right? A money back guarantee. And if you can't do this, then what the hell are you in this business for, right? If it's not good enough, if it's not so good that you can't offer that, if it doesn't work out, you'll give the money back. You're not suitable to be here, right? You shouldn't be making this amount of money because you're just simply not good enough at what you do, right? If you can't offer a money back guarantee, forget about it. Now, paid advertising on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, as many platforms as you can, right? You need the capital to be able to do this. You need money to invest and to mess around with, and play around. You will get this wrong, right? You will lose money. But once you start to make money, it's the easiest to get rich from, right? But we start off with outreach. What I want you to take away from this part is start off with reaching out to as many people as you can and making as much content as you can, and just letting people know that you exist and your service exists and that is different from everyone else. Now, let's talk about, again, how else can we make more money, right? So getting more customers is all this is going to come down to, and getting them to pay you more money. Now, how do we invest our money? So really what we're saying there, what we've just covered, right, is to get your thing out to as much people as you can, to as many people as you can. Now, we'll come back to that idea. We'll come back to the idea of advertising too, right? But let's talk about investing, right? What I've had more success in is buying stocks, right? You don't want to make so much money and it's just sitting around doing nothing. You want your money to make you more money. You want that money working for you. So your money is working for you, right? And how do we get to this point? Now, the first thing that we can do is just invest in stocks. You might want to use a brokerage like Minds Trading 212, for example, right? But once you're buying stocks, which stocks do you buy? Now, I won't, tell you to buy in some meme coin or something like that. It's nothing I've ever done. I'm only going to tell you things that I've done, right? And I really think about the companies I use every day, or just the biggest companies in the world that you can trust, that can increase in value. Now, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm going to really glance over this, right? Because that's a whole video in itself. We'll get to that. But investing in the biggest companies in the world is really the safest thing, right? And I have made extra money that I've not had to work for, and that I've been able to reinvest back into my own business. For example, any money that I've made from stocks, I've been able to get back into paid advertising, or to make my content better, or just to buy me back some time, really, right? Really what we're doing here is you don't want your money to lose value. You don't want it to depreciate. You want it to make more money for you, to beat the cost of to beat the inflation rate, right? So which stock should we buy? Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500 is a list of the 500 biggest companies in the world. It's the safest option, right? If you want to be a millionaire in 30 years, to be honest, this isn't going to get you rich quick, right? But you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, right? So Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, S&P 500. Now, these are my biggest. These are my favorites, right? And we can also add TSM right now. Now, these two chip companies are my favorites in that field, right? And I've had good returns from them. These are the ones that I'd go for at the moment, at the time we're recording this video, right? Look at the biggest companies in the world. Do you really trust the owners of Apple, Microsoft, to get you returns on your money? I would trust them, right? I would. So we've kind of touched on investing here, right? Now let's go back into the content. Now, oh man, I'm not enjoying this part. Now, when you're trying to get as many customers as you can, right? Coming back to what we talked about before, offer a lead magnet. Now, how are we going to do that? By advertising it through paid ads, through making content, through outreach, right? A lead magnet is what we talked about before. The thing that's quite similar, but it's not exactly what you're offering, right? For a tutor, which is what I do as well. A lead magnet for me has been a personalized study plan where I book a call with the parents and the student, come up with a plan for them to use based on where they would like to get to. And once I provide a bit of value with that, or it might be a free trial session, that might be the same as what a PT might do, right? Offer a free session first, a taster session, provide as much value and maintain that. And when they want more, they'll pay you, right? And ask for referrals. So a lead magnet, and you want to make this good. And in your advertising, in your content, in your paid ads, whatever it might be, you want to use a few certain words. Now, free is the easiest offer enhancer, right? We spoke about this. If you can't get someone to sign up for free, you can't get them to sign up at all. Another thing is you want them to really target your ideal. Think to yourself, who is your ideal customer, right? What does he look like? What does he do for a living? What kind of things is he watching online? What is he doing in his spare time? And really appeal to that person. Like honestly, think of a person that's perfect for your business and target that individual, and you'll get more of your ideal customer. And your ideal customer really is looking for exactly what you're offering, and they'll pay more money. It's the quickest way to get to your first 10K, right? Is to get the people that need what you want, right? That really need what you offer. So target efficiently. Now, how do we do that? Now, the example that I've heard of that I like, I think I've read about this in a book somewhere, is imagine you're at a nightclub and you hear a sound, right? Like there's all these noises going off, right? You hear something, it's not really going to catch your attention. Now, the most effective thing to catch someone's attention is what? Their name. And why is that? Because it's personalized. Your name is unique to you, right? Other people might have the same name as you, but whenever you hear your name, you're going to turn your head and pay attention. You want your ads to be as specific and as targeted as that as possible. Really appeal to your ideal customer as often as you can. So come up with a dream avatar, a dream customer. Now appeal to this person as much as you can. So what are they doing? Where are they spending their time? And can you run your ads, or can you do your promotion in these places? Where are they spending their time? Now, let's say, for example, your dream customer is spending all their time, or a lot of their time, right? They're driving to work, listening to a certain podcast, for example, or watching a certain YouTube channel. Now, what if you could get your customer to come to you instead of you desperately trying to find them, right? How might we do this? Now, I've learned this from it was Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. Find your dream 100. Now, your dream 100 is a list of 100. You can top this number, right? But 100 is the minimum, right? A list of 100 people in your niche that already have the customer base that you want, right? They've already built that list of people. They already have that community, that following, and you just want to kind of borrow it from them. Now, can you pay these guys, instead of running ads, right? What if you could pay these guys, or make an offer to these guys, or offer something valuable to them in exchange for them to promote your content, to promote your service, your product, put you on their Instagram story, talk about you in their podcast, and really reach out directly to the people that you want buying your thing. This is insanely effective and insanely underrated. I've not really heard much from a lot of people doing this, but if you can find 100 people in your niche and ask them for a shout out, or pay them for a shout out, or pay them to promote you, then it's going directly, these ads are going directly to the people that in your niche, in your community, and it is quite effective. It's a good use of your money, and it's a good way to get more customers, right? Now that's all we're focusing on right now, getting more people and getting more to buy your stuff. That's all it breaks down to, that's all it comes down to, right? Now how can you make them buy right now? Now making content is effective as well. What we forgot to mention earlier is because you're building a brand, you're building a reputation, and you want that reputation to be the cornerstone of everything that you do, right? If people trust your brand and associate you with good things, they're inclined to buy from you instead of your competitors. If you have testimonials that work, you could build testimonials, right? So I've seen a personal trainer that whenever someone would sign up or meet with him in person to discuss their goal, we talked about a questionnaire before. Always when someone signs up, you can use a questionnaire, you can use a phone call or a form that they can sign up, right? Or just interview them in person. And what you're looking to do here is, so we'll look at here questionnaires and testimonials, and we'll show how these go together with an example. So this guy, he was a personal trainer, right? He was making a lot of money. Questionnaires, these guys would do, right, is ask them for what they tried already, so what they'd already tried and failed, their current struggles, and what they think might help them. Remember, they're coming to you because they can't solve these problems by themselves. All you're doing as a business owner, all you are is a problem solver. You're identifying people's problems and solving them for them. So what they think will help. And that answer is usually you, a good coach, a good trainer, no matter what business you're in, right? Someone that's good, that's qualified to help them. So really this helps with your sales pitch as much as you can, because you know exactly what they're struggling with to target them things and to help them achieve their goals, and they'll pay you directly for a personalized service. They can pay you more for something that appeals just to them, just cater to their needs. It costs more, and it should, and you'll be able to see why. So a questionnaire will ask these things, right, but also ask for a referral, and the way that they ask this is the same way we talked about earlier. I keep coming back to these things because they're simple but so effective. Asking for a referral might be something on the lines of like what we said before, where this usually works better with other people with you. Do you know of anyone else that might be able to use this? Now, offer them both a free session, right? Incentivize it by starting for free and then move to paid. And you can even offer further discounts or further free sessions if they continue to refer new clients, new people for you. And you're just going to get to a point where your customer base is massive, and then you can start charging them, and then you'll get to 10K, right? Or even beyond that. Realistically, you could go beyond that. So whether you're ringing loads of people, cold calling them, when they register interest and when they're showing a bit of interest, offer a questionnaire. Or if they're coming to see you in person specifically, or on your landing site, your landing page, or on your questionnaire, have hella testimonials showing that why you work. And use real ones, right? This personal trainer. So as you go into really discuss these things in person, so it was a one-to-one call or it was a face-to-face meeting where they do this instead of a Google form, right? And he would have testimonials, he'd have all these before and after pictures all around his room. So really just behind him were just hella before and afters. Now, if you walk into a personal trainer's room and you see dozens and hundreds of, people that have done really well and that have achieved their dream goal, then you're going to be pretty confident that this is a reliable person, that you can do the same. It builds trust, right? And that's what you're trying to do. We're not lying to people here. We're good at what we do. We just have not enough people knowing about that, right? We don't have enough people that know that. Now, with our offer scarcity and urgency, whether it's true or not, right? So scarcity might be something along the lines of, we only have 30 spaces left, fill them up before they're gone. Now that really builds urgency too, in the sense that urgency just meaning that you want them to buy now. Like, you want to create a fear of missing out, FOMO. You want that to be there, where if they don't get it now, they might never get it again, right? If you're making a drink, right? If you're a drinks company and you've dropped a limited edition flavour and they don't buy in the next 2 weeks, they're never going to have that flavour ever again. Now that urges them to buy immediately, and with that money you're accumulating from the start, if you do get as much money as you can coming in by offering, by scarcity and urgency, by getting people to buy now, you have more money to kind of play around with, to buy paid ads, to invest in advertising, to invest back into your business and make it better. Now these are the keys to building wealth, or to get into your first 10k at least, and I hope that helps.